Welcome. Today we're going to do a practice on the ground or on the floor that will open your hips and your shoulders. Come onto your hands and knees in all fours pose. Push into your arms and breathe into all sides of your ribs. Get the upper back curved to push up toward the sky. With hero feet, press the tops of your feet down and push your ankles up and away from the ground as you curl your toes softly back toward your heels. Then lift your tail in the air. Happy tails. Finally, with your ribs full in the back and your tail up, press your head back. Keeping these curves in your spine, your upper back curve, the lower back curve going the opposite way, and the neck curve mirroring the low back curve. Keeping these three curves, let's pulse. On your exhale, sit your hips back toward your heels. On your inhale, bring your ribs forward. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, spring forward. One more. Exhale, sit back. And inhale, spring forward. Tuck your toes under now and lift your knees off the ground. Come into crouching cat pose. With your knees bent, push your arms straight and get that upper back curve again. Push your knees forward and lift your tail. Get the low back curve and the belly open. Finally, press your head back so you have a curve in the back of your neck. Keeping the upper back curve, the low back curve, and the neck curve, let's pulse a few times in crouching cat pose. On your exhale, sit your hips back a little. Inhale, spring forward again. Exhale, sit back, ribs full. Inhale, come forward, tail up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, spring forward. Twisted cat. So, crescent to the left. Tip your left ear toward your shoulder as you twist your feet and your knees to the right. Come up on your right fingertips. Then fill up your ribs. Lift your tail. Press your head back as it crescents to the side. Lift your ribs high so the crown of the head goes down and the top ribs go up. Pulse. Exhale, sit. Inhale, spring forward. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, spring. One more. Exhale, sit back toward the ground. And inhale, come forward with your ribs. Now sit your hips way, way back and put your hips on the ground. Come into seated side twist. So you can move your left arm out a little. Bring your top hand, your right hand, to the back of your heart and feel that V space between your upper shoulder blades. Push into your arms and try to fill up that V hollow in your upper back. Then sit your hips a little farther back and press your head back and tip your ear toward your shoulder. Keeping your hand in the back of your heart, try to keep the back of your heart full. So push that elbow forward, the right elbow forward. Push into your bottom arm. Even lower your chin now a little and try to fill up that back heart as much as you can. Then keeping that back heart full, lift your chin again and get your neck curve. Now open your belly, open your throat, and crescent to the side. Back heart full. Then inhale, place your hands, come back to crouching cat, and go twisted cat in the other direction. Tip your right ear toward your shoulder, twist your feet and knees to the left. Come up on your left fingertips as you lift the top ribs high. Pulse. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, spring forward. Exhale, root your hips back. Inhale, come forward with your ribs. Exhale, sit way back, close to the ground. Inhale, bring your ribs forward. And this time sit way, way back. Put your hips on the ground. Seated side twist. Bring your left hand to your back hard again. Breathe into your back hard. Push into your right arm and push your left elbow forward and down. You can even lower your chin a little. Breathe into your back heart and try to create as much space as you can between your upper shoulder blades. So lower your head, breathe into your back heart. And now very slowly lift your chin and get the neck curve again, keeping the back heart as full as you can. Hips go back and wide. Press your head back, keeping the back heart full, and crescent to the side. Create space between your upper shoulder blades. Push your arms forward. Hips back now. Head back, back heart as full as you can keep it. And now inhale, place your hands, come back to crouching cat. Twisted cat again to the right. Tip your left ear toward your shoulder as you twist your feet and knees to the right. Sit your left hip way back on the ground as you come into a seated side twist. And then slide your left arm out diagonally and come down into side bow pose. Stack your legs on top of the other, square legs. And once again, you can take this right arm to your back heart. So breathe into the back of your ribs. Breathe into the back of the shoulder blades. Breathe into that space between the upper shoulder blades, your back heart. Then scoot your hips a little farther back. Keep your head now pressing back. And lift your top leg a few inches. Curl your toes softly and flex your ankles. Hips go back. Then breathe into your upper back again. Back heart full. Push your top elbow forward. Push out through your bottom arm and breathe into the back heart. And then slide your hand to the back of your head. Headrest hand. Hook your thumb under your skull, that occipital ridge, and then keeping your back heart full, press your head back into your hands. Side bow pose, hips back, head back, back heart full. Lay your top leg back on your bottom leg and roll to your front, your belly. Come into prone bow with square legs. You can come into rose hands, make a fist with one hand and wrap the other hand around it as you broaden your elbows. With square legs, push your knees down into the ground and hover your groins away from the ground. Fiesta Feet. So once again, the toes are softly curled and the ankle is flexed, especially that outer ankle as you turn your feet out slightly. Then rest your forehead on your rose hands and broaden your elbows isometrically. Expand your rib cage in the back. With your groins hovering above the ground, windshield wiper your legs slowly from side to side. Then come back to center and mindfully come into Sphinx Arms. Hook your little finger mounds down first and then put your elbow on the ground. Keep your groins hovering above the ground. Fiesta Feet. Push into your arms and lift your ribs. Fill up your ribs in the back. Groins up. Now then, fold the left forearm in And reach back and hold the inside of your ankle on the right leg. Hover your groins. Pull your foot in a little and move your thighs back, your upper thighs back. And then kick your foot out into your hand as you lift your ribs and press your head back. And breathe. And now slowly release. Keep the groins hovering if you can. Switch arms. Hook the little finger mound and then the elbow. Hold the inside of your ankle with your left hand, left ankle. Groins hovered. Bring the feet in slightly. Move the thighs farther back. And then kick the left foot into your hand. Kick it back. Groins stay up. And then press your head back. Throat stays open, belly's open, groins hovering. Okay, slowly release. And then we'll come into side bow on the right side. So tip your right ear toward your shoulder and move your right arm out at an angle. Bend your legs square and stack one on top of the other. Bring this top arm to your back heart. So we'll fill the back heart first. Breathe into your back heart, that space between your shoulder blades. Try to fill it up. And it helps if you push that top elbow forward, and you'll get more fullness in the back heart. Push out through the bottom arm as well. Lower your chin if you need to. Fill up the back heart. And then move your hips back. Press your head back now as you slide your hand up into headrest arm. Put your thumb under the base of your skull. Curl your toes, flex your outer ankles, and move your hips a little farther back. Head back. Back heart as full as you can keep it now. Push through the top elbow. Head back. Open belly, open throat now. And slowly lower your leg and roll to your back. Supine bow. Shift over to the middle of your mat. Push your V-vector arms up toward the sky and push your upper back into the ground. Arch your low back off the ground. Press your head back into the ground. And now rock your arms slowly side to side, moving your shoulder blades up and apart as you rock, creating more space in the back of the ribs. And now hug yourself with the right arm over the left arm. Squeeze your arms isometrically into each other and once again broaden your rib cage in the back. You can rock your shoulders side to side. You can rock your hug arms side to side as you broaden the shoulder blades. And now bring that right arm up into a square arm, a right angle. And wrap the left arm under and around, coming into Phoenix Arms. You can hold your right thumb mound with your left hand. So curl your fingers softly in. Squeeze your arms into each other and broaden your rib cage. Arch your low back off the ground and press your head back into the ground. And now once again, slowly rock your arms side to side. As you take your arms to the right, broaden your left rib cage. Lift it up and away from the ground. And then inhale, come back to center. And then lower your arms to the left as you move the right ribs out and up. Just keep going slowly, side to side, broadening the rib cage. come back to center. Unwind your arms and push your arms up toward the sky again, V-vector arms. Arch your low back and press your head back. This time give yourself a hug with the left arm on top. Squeeze your arms into each other and widen your shoulder blades. And then once again, rock your shoulders side to side. Broadening your shoulder blades as you rock. Then bring your left arm into a right angle and wrap your right arm under and around. If this hurts your shoulders, you can go back to the hug arms. Hold your thumb mound with your right hand if you're flying here. Then squeeze your arms into each other as you broaden your shoulder blades. Then rock your arms to the left. Widen your right shoulder blade. Lift it up and make it wider. And then come back to center and take your arms to the right. Move the left ribs out and up. Come back to center and keep rocking. Then come back to V-vector arms. Push again. Through your arms, push your upper back into the ground. Move your hips back so the belly's open, and press your head back so your throat is open. Bring your legs up into square legs. Push your legs a little farther away from your upper body. So lower your legs a little closer toward the ground. Then curl your toes again, flex your ankles, and flex the outside of your ankles more as you come into Fiesta Feet. Push your arms up, bow your back, open your throat. Now take your legs a little to the right as you take your arms a little to the left. Supine twist. Open belly, open throat. Inhale, come back to center. And go the other direction. Legs to the left, arms to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Put your feet on the ground. Realign. So big heart. Push into your arms and breathe into your back ribs as well as all other sides of your rib cage. Press more into the paws of your feet and bow your low back off the ground. Then press your head back into the ground. Come back up to square legs. And with Fiesta Feet, begin to bicycle both legs at the same time. Dig your paws down and forward. Drag your heels back and up. Dig, drag. So all sides of the legs are engaged. And now keep bicycling with two legs and take your legs a little to the right. Another supine twist with a bicycle action. Dig, drag. And now come back to center. Keep cycling. And then take your legs a little to the left. Arms can go a little right. Belly open, throat open. And now come back to center. And put your legs on the feet on the ground. Lift your hips up, settle them down softly. Level them out. Then take your hands to your upper thighs. And press your thighs away from you as you arch your low back off the ground again. So you have the lumbar curve, a good lumbar curve. You balance that with your upper back curve. So push your arms up again and get that upper back curve. Press your head back into the ground. You have a neck curve. Then lay your arms beside you. Palms turned up, fingers softly curled in. Then slide your legs out for the last pose, Assimilation pose. You can pause briefly with wave legs if you'd like, the legs slightly bent. The toes are softly curled. But the ankles are flexed. You can drag your heels back into the ground and give yourself a little more tone on the back of your legs. And then you can open and relax your legs. You can open and relax your jaw. So the belly's open and the throat is open. Enjoy this assimilation pose for as long as you wish. Thanks for practicing.